Hi, welcome to Nope. You're your own friend now.
Your own friend. Okay, bye.
Great episode.
Three female entrepreneurs turned besties share on life, business, and the journey through the mess. Join their community with every new episode for connection, education, a few laughs, and the hype energy like a bathroom full of drunk girls at a bar. It's okay.
We're your friends now. Welcome to episode 2 of We're Your Friends Now. This is Katie Campbell. I will be hosting this session. I am so excited. This is actually the one that I wanted to host the most. Besides the fact that I am a high I and I have a microphone and y'all have somehow signed up to listen to me, this actually reaches my heartstrings. I, of course, am here with Ashleigh and Biz. Say hi. How are y'all? Do we all have beverages?
We all have some beveraginos.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers.
We are actually doing an evening recording, which is different for us. So this is really fun.
I have glitter eyeshadow on in 3 different colors. I just need you to know.
This is our Friday night out.
Yes, Friday night out. Mom's night out in. This episode, we kind of figured our podcast is called We're Your Friends Now. And so we figured we should probably tell you why. This is an exercise that I actually really like to do. It came about really organically. I had to ask for letters of recommendation for a role that I was seeking. And when I did it, it was very startling to me how meaningful they were and the thoughtfulness that went into these and how different my perception of myself was from those who were closest to me, who knew me both in a personal and professional sense. And so then I actually went ahead and asked for a couple extras that I didn't necessarily need, but I wanted to compile them because it gave me this really cool viewpoint on who I am and what I project, and some people who can kind of see through the mess or see through my inner dialogue and look at the results or know my heart. And so Biz, and I hope you're okay with me sharing this, recently had somebody ask her what value she brings in a professional sense, and she didn't know. And I said, well, have people write letters of recommendation for you. And then, oh my gosh, no, we should just write letters of recommendation for each other. So we did. We've spent some time writing letters of recommendation of why we should be y'all's friends. This also is not just for friends. I actually think this is a really great team building exercise. So if you have a team, run a team, or on a team, it's a great way to build up morale, but also help people kind of see where their strength zones are. And just really, it's a really eye-opening experience. So we have not seen each other's letters about each other. We are going to read them live here. We are so excited. Yes.
I have to point out that this was Katie's idea to do it live. Like, Ashleigh, I consider doing it
every time, right? Katie,
is 100% Katie's fault.
Yeah. I swear, like every day, Katie, should we just send these to each other? Maybe we should send it to each other. Katie's like, no.
To her husband, but he promised that he wouldn't read it because it's so desperate to get it to her and know that it's good.
Listen, I think it's great. We tell people why they should be with us. Biz, you said last episode, love your people and tell them loudly. And so we're telling each other loudly. So we are going to start off reading letters of recommendation about Biz. Ashleigh, do you want to lead the charge? Start us off.
Yes, I certainly do. So obviously there is some professional components to these letters because we have all worked with each other in a professional setting. So you're going to hear both of that from us. So the tears might come on the last part. And I'm not even going to look at the screen, so I can't cry. Okay, Biz. Okay. Whew. Elizabeth has been a professional colleague of mine for the past 5 years. Over this time, I have had the pleasure of working with her in numerous capacities and have seen her vast arsenal of skills. Elizabeth takes extreme care of every single person she works with. It is an absolute wonder to experience truly feeling like the only client file she is working when you know otherwise, as she is in high demand for her services. Elizabeth is thorough, caring, and detail-oriented. When a buyer is fortunate enough to work with her, they will never need to wonder if they truly got the best deal possible or if they chose the lending product that works best for them. She will always take care in explaining the entire suite of options available to them. Elizabeth ensures they feel heard, comfortable, and that they trust the information being presented. She also presents intensely complex information in ways that are easily understood, even for those not familiar with lending and finance terms. As an agent partner, I never feel used or like a box she needs to mark as checked on her to-do list with timed interval check-in calls. Elizabeth establishes true connection with her trusted partners and cares about them. You never need to question if she does. She is always showing it, sometimes by supporting a project you are working on, other times by gifts, and often by a simple phone call that turns into a long chat with a friend. Over these past few years, I have been fortunate enough to become close friends with Elizabeth. She is tough, smart, and caring. I am honored to have her presence in my life and encourage anyone who is presented with an opportunity to be near her to spend as much energy as possible getting to know her. Elizabeth is someone who lights up your world with energy, compassion, and vulnerability. She captures the feeling of a friend you've known your whole life, and we are only gifted with a presence like that once in a lifetime.
Oh.
Can we clap? I really want to
Snap. It's snapped.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for all of that. Thank you.
You are welcome.
I would like to point out that Katie is crying already.
I'm pretty sure.
Ashleigh, thank you so much. Yeah.
That was really beautiful. I'm pretty sure Ashleigh got you. I have known Elizabeth, and I was like, me too.
I couldn't watch the screen. I was looking away.
Ashleigh said, "To whom it may concern," in case it
on brand.
Okay, so now that was my letter recommendation for Biz. So then, Katie, you want to read yours?
Yes, I do. It is not. I definitely wrote it for this podcast. Listen, it is not as professional. I think I may. Let's see.
Hold on, I'm gonna crack another beer before we do this.
two beers is a sweet spot, baby.
2 beers. Whoa.
You tell me when.
Sorry, dramatic pause. Sorry, editing.
Do y'all watch?
This is hard, guys. Okay, go. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Say nice things about me now. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm so ready.
Okay. I'm so excited to write this letter of recommendation for Biz. Everyone should have a Biz in their life, and it's such a pleasure to be able to tell everybody why. Hands down, I have never met anyone as fearlessly determined to break generational curses and live their truth as Biz. She is one of the best examples of fiercely loving your people that I have ever seen. The enthusiasm and passion that radiates from her is absolutely contagious. She truly wants the best for everyone around her. In pursuit of that passion, she is constantly learning and growing, and then continues to share everything that she uncovers with those fortunate enough to be in her world. Her voice is loud, but her heart speaks first and louder. A constant cheerleader, a lighthouse of perseverance, growth, and excellence, Biz is a warrior fighting to show others greatness can be achieved, and she's doing it first as proof. Her determination to make the world a better place for her daughter is inspiring. Her genuine celebration of each individual's uniqueness is beautiful and a reminder to search for the heart and soul of others and touch that. It's important to note that none of this is a highlight reel. She lives authentically and shares about her struggles and fears, then allows people the opportunity to witness her overcome and champion anything in her way. She is a quick and thorough thinker, a wizard with numbers, which is absolutely crazy to me, and is an incredible educator. Her education-based way of doing business allows others to grow alongside her and makes us all better. I'm endlessly grateful for my friendship and partnership with Biz and the way she speaks to my soul.
I wish I could give y'all a hug right now.
Same. This was really stupid to do it live, but not in the same place.
I don't have the words to say on this recording right now. Thank you thanks.
All right,
You
I'm
said some really great stuff in there, Katie. I really appreciate that.
You're my
Thank
real friend.
Yeah, thanks, Ashleigh.
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you
I'm
ready?
not ready. I'm so not ready. This is so outside of my comfort zone.
Are you ready to be loved on? It's hard.
Love me.
Just let it happen.
To whom it may concern. Ashleigh Gillespie is attentive, informed, and hilarious. It's obvious how much time she puts into learning something before she shares the knowledge with others, and how she shares the knowledge with others. She has this real way of breaking things down and being relatable, even when explaining complex market strategies. What more could you want from a professional than someone who has the most up-to-date knowledge and can present it in a digestible manner? I don't know. I've learned a lot from Ashleigh while being her friend over the years. Primarily, there's a time and place for all feelings and that they are all important. Not only is she quick to celebrate the wins, but she also welcomes herself into my funk just to sit there a while and sing Kumbaya when I need it to. Not for long, though, because ain't nobody got time to waddle. And I really love that about her. Her vulnerability in these moments has inspired some of my greatest strength growth opportunities. If I've ever lost, Ashleigh is who I'm looking for. She's never going to leave me hanging, ever. She's who you want to find in the bathroom whenever you're lost, right? And you're like, surely there's someone hiding in the stall. She'll help you dust yourself off and make sure you walk out of there with your head held high and a new buddy and help you find yours. And if you can't, she'll make sure you get home safely. And that right there is the true definition of a friend to me. Someone who can see you when you're struggling, sit with you until you're ready to go home, and then make sure you get there safely. Yeah,
I love
Thank you, Biz.
You're welcome.
Truly, that was very special to hear and touching.
It's the truth, man. I wouldn't you are the buddy.
It's so crazy to think like that's how somebody else sees you. I would that's not something I would have ever matched myself description wise to. You know, if like that paragraph was just there without my name, they're like, is that you on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd be like, no.
She's like, I hate people.
I'm kind of a bitch.
You are though. You're like crazy protective of like whoever it is out. Like you are like the mama hen in situation.
I mean, we even talked about it on the last episode, right? Like she's like, you're out, I got you. There's a kid, I got them. Like, yeah, you kind of adopt your friends and you're like, all right, you're a person, you're a human, I got you. You're mine now.
I'm going to protect you from yourself too.
Do you have a pulse? You are mine.
It is my absolute honor to write this letter of recommendation for Ashleigh. This is such a fun letter to write because she is by far one of the most interesting people that I know. I've been fortunate enough to be friends with Ashleigh for a few years now and watched both her professional and personal life blossom. When I met her, I saw a beautiful, confident woman who obviously knew her shit. What I have come to know is one of the most authentic, driven, caring women who will fight fiercely for those in her corner. But she still knows her shit. One of my favorite things about Ashleigh, tied with her amazing sarcasm, is the amount of knowledge she possesses. It seems every day she is sending over some random facts and information, asking probing questions, and researching even more. Personally, Ashleigh has inspired me to dig deep and find new interests. Her unending well of things that she likes to discover has pushed me to discover why I'm so boring and figure out what else is out there. The world is so big to her. She's always investigating something new, whether it's interest rates or a buyer program, a way to increase business, a new hobby, deep insight into parenting. She is always learning and doing research to form an opinion. From a business perspective, this instills confidence working with her. I personally sent Ashleigh referrals and knew with full confidence they would be in amazing hands because she's learning based and knows her stuff. On a personal level, she's someone who I can always turn to for an honest, informed opinion as well as a unique perspective. She does an amazing job of using her experience to form her opinion, but honoring everyone's lives as their own and tailoring advice to their specific situation. As I watch Ashleigh truly step into her opportunity and power, setting an example for her children, competing in a beauty pageant, diving in to find her purpose and mission and pursue that instead of solely chasing numbers for the hell of it. Oh, and getting her pilot's license. She also inspires me. As a mom, she's a constant reminder to nourish the person I am so I can be a good example. She reminds me to celebrate who I am and who my son is and to love him loudly in the way he needs. I'm so fortunate to be friends with Ashleigh. Her humor, intelligence, compassion, and drive certainly make me a better person, and I'm so excited for everybody else to be her friend too.
Ah, man, you said some good shit in there, Katie. You're good at this. That was, gosh, Katie, you're so good at this.
Katie is like a word magician. You know what I was actually going to say would be an interesting exercise is to take the two letters that like Biz, take the one Katie wrote you and I wrote you and see the overlaps of like, because if one person says it, you know, you can tell yourself it's not true. If two people are saying it that we didn't connect on this.
Yeah.
Then you can see like patterns. I thought that'd be interesting.
Either this is an exercise of how I show up differently to different people if their letters come in wildly different. Or there's overlap, and it was really interesting to do. So I think you're right. We should do that.
Yeah.
Now for my turn. This is actually really cool and wild. Words of affirmation is my love language. So prepare for the tears. No matter what. Basically, you can just say, "Dear Katie," and I'll be done.
I was gonna say, I'll warn you. The first word is Katie, and that can evoke some strong. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go first. So, Katie is one of the most capable individuals I have ever been gifted the opportunity to befriend and work with in my life. She is dedicated, hardworking, and generous to a fault. Katie is one of the unique people who can be given a vision and will build the foundation for achievement that wasn't even realized as necessary. She has a gift for connection and is always the person jumping up to say yes. Katie gives of herself as if she has a cup that never runs out. It is a gift to watch her go through life and the struggles one must face with the grace and perseverance she possesses. She is the first to remind you to choose gratitude and love, even when it feels easy to choose anger and negativity. Katie is one of the few people on this planet who can do so without condescension. Her passion for life, family, her son, and work bleeds over, and you cannot help but feel the infectious nature of her zeal. Her work is unique in that she can see the overarching, broad stroke needs of the project or team she is working with, while not forgetting the small yet actionable tasks one must focus on. Her ability to connect people is a powerful force to have on your side, and to even be witness to her capabilities emboldens one to strive to achieve more. As a friend, Katie has the courage to ask the questions that challenge you to rise to the occasion rather than to simply fall to the negative habits. She is capable of both being there for you while simultaneously helping to pull you out of the headspace you are in. She accomplishes this with grace, using her intellectual abilities to push you to always be the person she knows you are capable of being. I find myself beyond grateful for her friendship and believe that without her over these several years, I would not have had the courage to challenge myself to step into all that I am able to be.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you.
You were so welcome.
My first reaction is, really? Wow. You're my
Sorry,
friend.
that's what you're saying with really is like that, right? Like it's your real friend. Like that's great.
Oh gosh. Okay, I have to tell y'all too, like, I'm sorry, I'm muting it while you're reading them because I'm really bad about interrupting with people. Like, it took Brett like 20 minutes to propose to me because I kept interrupting and saying things back to them. So I'm muting. Wow, that was really beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Whew. Okay.
Hey, my turn.
Real glad I went last. Sorry for y'all.
Okay. To whom it may concern, Katie Soup Campbell has been an integral part of my personal development through consistent check-ins via text, phone availability, in-person group sessions, and in-person one-on-one sessions when necessary for over 4 years. I think. I honestly don't remember when she showed up, and that is descriptive of her too. Once Mrs. Soup decides she's going to be your friend, you instantly know it and can't imagine not having her in your life. Please allow me to detail one example. Katie routinely sends gratitude texts as part of her morning routine because she knows it aligns her energy for the day. And in turn, she teaches us through her example to be more grateful. She raises her voice and interrupts my inner dialogue when it's not being kind. And she encourages others without hesitation because she believes in potential. Mrs. Soup has this real knack for seeking out potential, you see. She sees potential, targets it, and connects people beautifully with it in mind. Her ability comes, I'm convinced, from years of trials and triumphs, any and all of which she will happily share with you if she thinks it would help. She meticulously remembers details about her friends and takes them into consideration when making introductions. I have grown to be excited every time she makes one for me because they become my friends too instantly. Katie is organized. She has lists, shout out to Trello, for everything and knows where to go or who to ask for anything while still maintaining a humbling level of hot messness. She's real. The kind of real you look at and wonder, how? And then you talk to her and it just makes sense. She's done the hard work and continues to hold herself to the highest standard of integrity. She has a crystal clear image of what she wants out of life and won't let anything stand in her way. She's not afraid to fail fast and forward to figure it out. Remarkably, she also gives grace freely. If she knows you've done your best and she trusts you to know what your best was and nourishes the potential inside of her friends at the same time. It is truly a gift to have her walk alongside me.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you. Wow. Can I also just say that? So, Biz, I know that we're going to go through and talk about like the similarities in the letters, but it was really interesting and very meaningful to me that you put something about me and not being afraid to fail fast and forward, because that's something like that's not natural to me. And I've actually had to work really, really, really hard at doing that. And I know you and I have had those conversations because like, I'm sure we'll talk about this someday, is like one of the biggest things that I've learned from KWYP is like how to find people who make me excited to fail, which is such a weird concept. But like it means a lot to me that stood out enough to put it in a letter. So thank you for that.
Fail fast, go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, girl, are you kidding? Like that's been like your life the past like 18 months. I mean, like newsflash, if you haven't realized it, like that's you like every day and you're slaying. It's like you wake up and you're like, here we go.
Thank y'all so much for joining us and listening to why you should be our friends now. Be sure to tune in for part 2 as we actually compare the letters of recommendation to see where the overlaps and similarities are as we learn how to define our own value and help each other define theirs. We are so excited to see you back next week because we are your friends now.
We're your friends now.
Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, this is a good one. It's much more powerful with the photo, but it says, underestimate us at your peril.
I love that. What was I think you saw the TikTok I shared that said, we are inevitable.
Yes, I love it.
I love that one.
I've sent it to like 8 people. It's good.
It's so good.
I also like when you quoted it to me.
Yes, I say it all the time now.
Thank you so much for tuning in to We're Your Friends Now, the Letters of Recommendation bonus episode. Catch us next week. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast to help us get found in the internet. Thank you so much. We're your friends now.